It's that time of month again when Netflix announces all the arrivals hitting its library and all the content soon flying off its shelves. Let's look at the noteworthy offerings hitting the Netflix catalog throughout October 2020. The action and sci-fi selections coming to Netflix in October 2020 are perhaps a bit more slight than usual, but they certainly contain a few gems. On the first of the month, you'll be able to catch Nicolas Cage in one of his most wonderfully over-the-top performances as Johnny Blaze, the stunt performer turned spirit of vengeance in 2007's Ghost Rider. Also on tap on the first is 2006's Superman Returns, the direct, belated sequel to Richard Donner's Superman films, with Brandon Routh capably taking over for the late Christopher Reeve as Big Blue. Other selections available at the beginning of the month include 2006's Poseidon, a modern reworking of the classic disaster movie The Poseidon Adventure, and 1983's War Games, starring Matthew Broderick as a teen computer hacker who inadvertently sets in motion events that could lead to World War III. Later in the month, you can catch the underrated thriller Columbiana, as well as DC Entertainment's animated adaptation of Batman: The Killing Joke. While there isn't an avalanche of horror and thriller flicks set to hit Netflix on October 2020, there are a few stone-cold classics, along with an intriguing Netflix original joining the catalog. On October 1st, catch a trifecta of awesomeness from directors known for their visual panache: Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear, the Coen brothers' Fargo, and the debut flick from Rob Zombie, House of a Thousand Corpses. Other films in the genre arriving on Netflix on the first of the month are director Paul Verhoeven's lurid Basic Instinct and the star-studded 2018 thriller We Have Always Lived in the Castle. On October 16th, horror fans can treat themselves to one of the best fright flicks of the last decade, 2014's Unfriended, which pioneered the found-footage subgenre known as screenlight, in which the entire film takes place within the confines of a computer screen. Finally, on the 21st, you can check out the Netflix original Rebecca, which stars Lily James as a newly married woman struggling with the memory of her husband's deceased previous wife. If you need a vibe check after going on a horror movie binge, you'll find lots of new comedy options arriving on Netflix in October 2020. But that doesn't mean you need to stray far from the Halloween themes. Adam Sandler has a new Netflix original film arriving on October 7th entitled Hubie Halloween. In this outing, Sandler plays a bumbling man trying to convince his community that on this Halloween, the monsters coming out to prowl are very real and very dangerous. Netflix also has a ton of classic comedic offerings arriving at the beginning of the month. On October 1st, you can see Burt Reynolds in his prime in the sports comedy The Longest Yard, enjoy some royal escapism with The Prince and Me, and check out Taika Waititi's acclaimed New Zealand set adventure Hunt for the Wilder People. Stand-up comedy performances came to a standstill this year, and that means an uncharacteristic lack of new stand-up comedy specials from Netflix. Still, necessity breeds innovation, and comedy legend Burt Kreischer is all set to release The Cabin on October 13th. It's not a stand-up special, but it is still special. A mini docu-series featuring 5 episodes of ups and downs as the comedian and his friends attend a purifying retreat at a cabin in the woods. Netflix's October 2020 drama editions are a solid mix of must-see classics, exciting new productions, and movies that will broaden your horizons. On October 1st, Oscar-winning film Her is available to stream, along with metafiction crowd pleasers Stranger Than Fiction and Clint Eastwood's Gran Torino. On the 2nd of the month, get a taste of what Nollywood has to offer with the gritty Nigerian crime drama Olo Tour. Later in the month, on October 16th, Aaron Sorkin's latest movie, The Trial of the Chicago 7, will premiere on Netflix. The movie is a historic drama about a group of Vietnam War protesters who were charged with inciting riots at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. Netflix also slipped a Christmas movie into its drama selections for next month. Todd Haynes' Oscar-nominated 1950s set drama Carol arrives on the streamer on October 20th. To celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, check out I'm Leaving Now on October 1st. The film is an intimate portrait of a Mexican immigrant making plans to leave his adopted home of Brooklyn and return to his family. Guillermo Vilas, settling the score, a deep dive into the life and career of Argentinian tennis pro Guillermo Vilas, hits Netflix on October 27th. If documentaries centered on mainstream celebs are more your speed, you can get an intimate look at one of country music's most legendary voices in Dolly Parton Here I Am, which will arrive on the streamer on October 6th. Or spend time with one of the biggest bands bringing K-pop to the world in Blackpink Light Up the Sky, which drops on October 14th. Completely switching gears, if you've cherished listening to David Attenborough teach you about the wonders of the natural world, learn a little more about the man behind Planet Earth with David Attenborough: A Life on Our Planet, set to join Netflix's library on October 4th. Fans of enigmatic international landmark heists will be happy to hear that the rebooted Carmen Sandiego is globetrotting into its third season starting October 1st. Children's program The Worst Witch returns the same day for season 4, along with all 5 seasons of Monique's early 2000 sitcom The Parkers. If 8 movies and a spin-off weren't enough to keep your engine rumbling, Fast and Furious Spy Racer Season 2 Rio is hitting the NOS button and speeds into Netflix on October 9th. The new season will send the show's heroes to South America following the disappearance of one of their own. After all,
you don't turn your back on family, even when they do.
the team might have relief with the help of another of Netflix's October releases, Unsolved Mysteries Volume 2, coming out October 19th. 2 days after that, David Letterman's My Next Guest Needs No Introduction returns, featuring interviews with Dave Chappelle, Robert Downey Jr., and more. Perhaps the most exciting piece of TV content coming to Netflix on October 2020 is the 6th and final season of Schitt's Creek, which swept 7 main comedy categories and all 4 comedy acting categories at the 2020 Emmys at the end of September. The last chapter of the Rose family's Riches to Rags story will be available to stream starting on October 7th. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies and TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.